Hello guys, this is the Epiphany. Today's just going to be a casual video where I'm using the Almanax bonus for the 9th of July to level up my Lumberjack profession. I'm on the server Coliseum and I'm on my fecker, the Epiphany. My guild has left the alliance Bebop for reasons which I cannot discuss, but as of the moment we are allianceless, so PvP doesn't happen much at the moment, so I'm focusing on professions. In terms of professions on Coliseum, I've gotten 7 professions to level 200 and the rest of them are quite low level. I'm going to tick the box here. So today the Almanax bonus being any harvesting professions have 50% XP bonus, so if anyone PMs me to craft them something, then it'll be good for me. So focusing on the Lumberjack profession, what we notice about the things that we can craft is that every 20 levels there is a new item or items to craft. I just did level 60 to level 81 by crafting 100 of these surfboards and then crafting 100 timber substrates, which requires 100 surfboards and 100 memory potions, and that actually breaks even in terms of karma spending, because 250 KK is how much 100 of these are worth. So right now I'm at level 81 and I'm going to try and craft ironing boards and then crafting fascine substrates with them. Now we noticed that the substrate requires 2 ironing boards, so if I was to craft 100 of these substrates, I would actually require to have a total of 200 ironing boards, which is basically 2,000 of each of these woods. So let's try and get into that now. On the bright side, before I went to sleep last night, I bought a lot of wood and I stored them in my bank because I had a feeling that they would come in handy. Now, just to give you a little run through of my bank account on Coliseum, it's not that big. I don't have many things. It's usually just random stuff from the hostile fights when I got leeched a couple of months ago. I have some the things are ordered basically. I have some cereal here, which is the things that you can collect from farmer profession, and they are in order of level as well, so it's easy for me to sort out or take if I need. I have some ore, which is from the miner profession. I have a decent amount, except for tin. Tin happens to be extremely difficult to get because there's not many mines that have tin, and the ones that do have tin always have a bot or some person standing in front of it and collecting it immediately when it spawns. Wood, I have decent wood here. Obviously I don't have ash and chestnut because I consumed them when I was leveling from level I think 20 to 40 or 40 to 60. So yeah, now I'm gonna get this stuff out. I don't have many pods because I'm not a strength character and I can't be bothered to get a pod set. So unfortunately I can only pretty much fit 500 at a time. So with those 500, I'm gonna go to the nearest Lumberjack workshop, which is at Gobble Corner, and once we go to Gobble Corner we can craft. The reason why I'm making this video is I'm going to try and upload it as soon as possible. As you notice in the game, it's only 1:13 AM, which means the day just started 1 hour and 13 minutes ago. So the Almanax started 1 hour and 13 minutes ago. It just happens that in my country, which is Australia, it is actually 9:13 AM in the morning. So I have all day to level up professions and stuff. I haven't checked the price of wood in the market yet, but I'm pretty sure they were more expensive. They're more expensive than when I last bought the lot last night. Unfortunately, Bonta and Brackma does not have a Lumberjack workshop, so I have to go to the Gobble Corner workshop here. So let's craft 50 of these and see what we get up to. Alright, level 90, not too bad. Let's go back to Bonta and get the rest of the wood. As I said that this was a casual video, it is a casual video, so while I'm doing these things, I'll probably be discussing about random things that are going on relevant to me in Dofus. First things first, PvP videos. I've been kind of lazy on making PvP videos lately because the motivation is kind of lost, because I know that my Fecker class is actually, you know, it's not that effective in 3v3 Coliseum, because I need a legitimate support team to help me, you know, in terms of buffing damage, healing, because all I can do is damage with 11 AP, and even though I have 11 AP to do damage, the majority of the time I cannot really use 11 AP to damage, because I have to spend AP on, you know, teleporting, reaching people, or shielding people, so half my turn is pretty much gone from that. And I've had a couple of losses over the past week, which are just, you know, absolutely embarrassing, because we get absolutely destroyed. The thing I notice about Coliseum is that the system favors people of the same server being matched together, and usually on Eliseo, you know how the server's like. I've said it many times before, a lot of people, you know, are poorly geared, and they do Coliseum purely for the purpose of getting the sparkling pebbles to sell for profit. It's quite annoying, because they, you know, it's usually coriander cras and stuff like that, and because of it, you know, it causes me to lose, and it's pretty annoying. Alright, so we're at level 95 now. Level 95 meaning we need 5 more levels to level up to 100 to get the next craftable item. Now I want to point out that you might remember that I crafted 50 ironing boards first, which got me from level 81 to 90, and then another 50 which got me from level 90 to 95. Now that means with these ironing boards, if I was to craft 50 fascine substrates, I would be short of getting to level 100, because it would get me to like level 98 or 99, because as you level up, the XP gets less for what you try to craft. So that's a pretty unfortunate thing. So what I'm going to try and do is, I'm not going to craft, you know, another 100 ironing boards and then craft 100 fascine substrates, because that's a bit overkill. So what I'm going to do is probably craft an extra 40. Actually maybe 30. Yeah, maybe 30. So that means I need 300 of this wood. Yeah, get 300 of these. And then once I finish with these, I will be able to craft 65 substrates. Nah, you know what? Let's craft. Let's craft 40 more. The reason why I decided to craft 40 more is because having a total of 140 substrates. Sorry, 140 boards, I can craft 70 substrates, which is actually a very nice number compared to 65, and I can put the substrates in the market in lots of 10. So yeah, that's my aim. Okay, so what I was saying before about PvP. PvP on Eliseo, you know, we don't get any Perceptor attacks. I'm not in an alliance, so I can't form a group easily when wanting to attack other people's Perceptors, because my Fecker is better at 5v5 than in 3v3. Yeah, because 3v3 always get a Coriander Cry on your team, you know, no Ivory, no Ebony. Then you just lose, you know, it's very, very embarrassing. Alright, let's see. Let's get this up to 40. Alright, level 98. So we craft 70 of these. We'll probably reach level 100 or level 101 or something like that. Let's see. Oh, 102. Okay, not bad. Not bad. So there's a bit of overlap between the 20 levels of leveling. So now that I've crafted 70 of the substrates, I'm going to put them immediately in the market, because putting them immediately in the market, you know, people will buy them because they need these substrates are a key ingredient to, you know, crafting other low-level items that, you know, quite a lot of items actually, 79 recipes. So let's sell these. Okay, the average price is not too bad. I think we're going to break even here as well. Okay, let's have a look at the next item we need to craft. Okay, so this is level 102. Alright, it's going to be a awkward board, and then we need to craft a thicket substrate, which is Potion of the Old Age, Memory Potion, and the board. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be at a loss here, because the crafting price of the board is actually a lot cheaper than the actual board itself. But you know, that's part of the leveling. We can't do anything about that. Now, if I remember, I have a decent amount of wood in my bank still. Okay, let's go back and see. Yeah, so in terms of Eliseo PvP, I just explained to you why, you know, I've been kind of slacking off on PvP, but in terms of Echo PvP, you know, it's actually a lot, quite a lot more active, and you know, the reason for that is because the Grand Alliance, they actually merged with the Rage Alliance. So the merge has basically resulted in having you know, they have a lot more guilds. They can do, you know, a lot more. Okay, that's annoying. I'm a bit short on pods. 477 wood I can only put in. Okay, so I think it's because of the runes. You know, I have a lot of runes on me, so I might just put all the runes in the bank. Because on Eliseo I don't actually have a house. On Echo I do, so I store the runes in the chest. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Grand Alliance and the Rage Alliance on the Echo server have merged together, so the Curse Alliance, which is the alliance I'm in, is actually receiving a lot more attacks now. And you know, these attacks, we haven't experienced them this regularly compared to before, so you might see me on Echo a lot more than on Eliseo, because defending Perceptors there is, you know, it's more practical compared to doing it here. The Echo Discord, which I'm the admin of, we had a lot of drama over the past few days. I enforced some very harsh rules now to ensure that the server is as less toxic as possible. So I have hopes that these rules will actually go a long way. Okay, so I'm just going to level up the Lumberjack profession a bit more. Alright, let's have a look for wood here. Okay, so 500, 500, and 500. Okay, I'm gonna go get 500 maple and bamboo from the market, because I don't want to remove them from here, because then they'll actually disappear from this slot, and you know the wood is not ordered anymore. On Eliseo, I've been, you know, trying to explore new ways of making karmas, and one way I discovered, which is pretty much impossible to do on Echo, because it's just not how it works, is to capture arc monsters, arc or arch monsters, however you pronounce it. Yeah, but capturing arch monsters and selling them in the market for profit. The advantage of doing that is because Eliseo is an extremely active server, meaning, you know, a lot of people want to do the Eternal Harvest quest for the Ochre Dofus, so they'll buy the arc monsters. I've actually got quite a lot of arc monsters in the market at the moment. Let me just head over there now. The thing about arch monsters is that once they are killed, they have a certain amount of time before they respawn, and when they respawn, you actually, you know, they usually get killed again pretty quickly. I have, you know, a couple of decent arch monsters that I've captured over the past 48 hours. I had a lot more recently, but they sold overnight. I had around 10 million worth. So arch monsters is a pretty nice way of making karmas on this server, but you know, it does come with the disadvantage that they are quite difficult to find. And well, I've developed some strategies which I use to find the arch monsters. Usually it takes me around half an hour or an hour to find one monster, which you can say is a bit, you know, a bit bad, but it's better than, you know, better than nothing, I guess. Ah yes, speaking of making karmas, I need to mention maging. So my favorite item to mage on Eliseo, as of recently, is a corruption ring. Corruption ring being the corruption ring with the 7% critical. And if you have maged this item before, you will know that it is actually extremely difficult to mage. But by that I mean extremely difficult to fix the stats. And it is difficult to fix the stats. And the reason for that is because there is no source of sync. So let me show you what I mean. So the corruption ring is the item that, you know, I've been maging to make profit, and what I've noticed with the item is that the price of the item has actually decreased. So here, let me show you. Okay, so the basic price is 4 million, and then you have all the exos which are up here. So you have a shit 1 MP exo. So let's just have a look at all of these exos here. Shit wisdom, low strength. You know, it's just these exos that are, you know, around the cheaper prices are just so bad. If you can have a look at them, you can see how bad they are. And okay, well, this one's not too bad. The only thing bad about it is wisdom. But you see, the market is pretty much flooded with the item, and all of these items, you know, pretty low stats, mediocre stats. And then you get to my item here, which actually has decent stats, and you know, I've put it for 25 million. I also have another one which is even better than the one I just showed you, and I've put that for 27 million. 3 months ago, this would have sold quite quickly. But as you can see now, people flood the market with cheaper rings that are lower stats. And the psychology on Eliseo, people being poor and, they don't care about the stats, they will go for the cheaper items. And therefore, overall, it makes the item, value a lot less than what it used to be. So in conclusion, this ring is not as profitable to mage as it was in the past. However, I have patience. I play on both servers, Echo and Eliseo, so I'm not going to undercut my rings. I'm going to leave them because I know that there's a low chance that there will be somebody out there who appreciates good, well-maged items, and they will buy one of my rings. Now, before I conclude the video, I want to get your opinion on an idea for a future video. I've had a look at other YouTubers, especially English YouTubers, and there hasn't been anyone who has made a video on tips on capturing arch monsters, especially on Eliseo. So I want to ask you guys if you think I should make a video on how to, the best way to look for and capture arch monsters on Eliseo. So let me know what you think in the description box below. I'll upload this immediately so I can spread the awareness that the Almanax has a XP bonus, so you guys can level your professions. Thanks for watching.